Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before delivering my midterm task, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is zaenal, abidin. Today ID number is 20110600025. Alright, here I'm going to do my midterm task, exactly retelling the seminar that I've watched with the title is Reformasi Pendidikan Indonesia or National Education Reform. With the moderator is Usman Kosong as the Indonesia Media News Director, and for the speaker is Nadim Anwar Makarim as the Minister of Education and Culture. The first is I am gonna tell about the context or the contents that I have got from the seminar exactly. The crisis of pandemic 2019 doesn't slow down the education exactly in Indonesia, but it speeds up the education, taking into consideration the fact that we all of the object of education like teacher and students are forced to try learning by using a technology. And unfortunately some students or the teacher do not really support it, but at least uh, this reform exactly it brings us out from the crisis with open-minded, like we are trying something new. And then COVID-19 also becomes an opportunity in learning, that there is no any learning without leaving out from comfort zone. While this pandemic, government has another way or a solution with it, that is using concept called Merdeka Belajar. And then here Merdeka Belajar, it gives all of the students or all of the educations to innovate with this. It will also practice human, that is not easy to do, and it cannot only use one way because everyone has a different. That is the point or the contents that I get from the seminar. And here we continue for the discussion. Here I got for about 5 questions that is given in the seminar, or that is really important to be told. The first is, what kind of policy that brings about education reform that can apply to Indonesian of diverse background? Yeah, here we have known together that with a different background or diverse background, we cannot just apply in one education only, but here local wisdom is never lost. The first is local wisdom is never lost, and for the second is school has a different competence level, and for the last is diversity of skills of person. Each schools had a different competence level. It's not all of the students in each schools has a different has the same competence level. Some are in a high, some are in a down. So by using Merdeka Learning, Merdeka Belajar, here like we can control them. We cannot adapt all of the students to be one. To be at one place exactly. So by means the students who is having a lower competency or competence level, they will compare with everyone who stay in low competence level, but for the high also do so. And then for diversity of skill operations, it is like all of the students will have a different patience. Then the teacher cannot just only value the students by the score of the examination or by score of the education, but the duty that they that they give to the students. No, it's not. But the teacher also value the students by using what the ability or what the patience that they have. For example, the students has ability in outside the education. He has a much ability or a perfect ability in taking sport exactly. So the teacher should appreciate it. While the teacher appreciate the students, it will also develop or motivate the students to become I am motivated, I will do as well as what my teacher said. So by means that with the teacher support the students exactly what the skills or the passion that students have, it also will motivate the students to do what they like or to do what passion that they have. And then for the next, is Merdeka Belajar able to be applied in a remote area? Of course, it's able to be applied because it's more profitable because they, students and the teacher, are free to choose curriculum which is relevant to what they want or what they have in the passion. So by means that in this Merdeka Belajar we are having free choice, or we are very free to choose the curriculum that what we need. And then for the third questions is post-pandemic, is this distant learning possible in a format that can accommodate it in the form of regulation for senior high school or junior high school? Actually, there is a sense of Merdeka Belajar is giving or providing innovative options that can be used by teachers and students. And for the regulations, will also allow the use of online learning. So it also can be used for secondary school, or it's like senior high school or junior high school. For the fourth questions is what kind of actions is taken but in online learning, while online learning makes system education one-way learning. The use of technology that usually help now change to lose the essence of fun learning. Here we have known together that we do not want to do online learning, but we are forced by the condition. It's not what we want, or it's not what we wish, but we are forced to do. Here we are forced to do because of COVID-19. There is no any options but it. It can be like the government think that there is no any options. There are only two options. The first is we stop the education in Indonesia, but the second, we continue the education but with different way, that is online learning. So I think it is also better for the government to continue exactly in education in Indonesia by using online learning. So by means the education in Indonesia can run as well as like offline learning, but with a different way only. And then here some have adapted with this system. So by means that like some teacher and some students are updated with this new system, like hybrid model and annuals. And then teacher also have a new innovation in learning. For example, like the teacher know what ability that they have, what patients they are. So by means that the teacher are able to divide them into a group. For example, like in a class, they are divided into a group that where the patient they have. For example, 5 students in learning of this nation. Some students will learn about the judgment, and some students will know about HAM. So that's new innovation that can be used by the teacher exactly with online learning. It can be used like some application like Zoom or Google Meet. The teacher also can divide them into a group. So by means that some of them will move into the group, and then they will discuss in that group or where they are divided. And for the last questions, whatever they should be prepared facing online learning exactly in remote place. Here there are some answers. The first is the connectivity should be prepared. The connectivity should be spread. For the remote place, for them who want to have an online learning or do Merdeka Belajar learning, they are having to have a connectivity with internet. And then if they are not able, if they are not able to have a connectivity with internet? So it means that they cannot do a system as well. And the second is the ability to buy internet quota. So that means that when they are having connectivity, they have to have an internet access. So that means when you are using internet, you need a quota to access it. And then the ability to buy, what means ability to buy is the ability how they can buy the internet quota to be able to access internet. And then for the third is device supported device. So by means if you are having a connectivity, you are having quota, but you have no device which is supported to have an online learning, it will be like some difficulties that you will have, because device is also becomes the main goal or the main point that you have in online learning. And then for the last, how is the solution from the government from them who are in remote place which are not able to access internet with no any connectivity of internet? here the government also give like a something new, like it is really good options, or it is a really good way, because the government also give the material of the learning for the students who are in a remote place, by using television. Yeah, using television as the media for learning is one way that the government takes in order that all of the students, all of the society in Indonesia, even they are in a remote place, they are able to study exactly to continue the education. Maybe just that the explanation or the seminar, the point of seminar that I can give to you. Thank you very much for the last attention, and the last I said, Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.